After the departure of the stranger, who had indeed fascinated her very senses, the spirits of the gentle Clotilda evidently declined. She loved to walk early and late in the walks that he had once frequented, to recall his last words, to dwell on his sweet smile, and wander to spot where she had once discoursed with him of love. She avoided all society, and never seemed to be happy but when left alone in the solitude of her chamber. It was then that she gave vent to her affliction in tears, and the love that the pride of maiden modesty concealed in public burst forth in the hours of privacy. So beauteous, yet so resigned was the fair mourner, that she seemed already an angel freed from the trammels of the world and prepared to take her flight to heaven. As she was one summer evening rambling to the sequestered spot that had been selected as her favorite residence, a slow step advanced towards her. She turned round, and to her infinite surprise discovered the stranger. He stepped gaily to her side and commenced an animated conversation. "You left me," exclaimed the delighted girl, "and I thought all happiness was fled from me forever. But you return, and shall we not again be happy?" "Happy," replied the stranger with a scornful burst of derision. "Can I ever be happy again? Can there? But excuse the agitation, my love, and impute it to the pleasure I experienced at our meeting. Oh, I have many things to tell you, and many kind words to receive. Is it not so, sweet one? Come, tell me truly, have you been happy in my absence? No, I see in that sunken eye, in that pallid cheek, that the poor wanderer has at least gained some slight interest in the heart of his beloved. I have roamed to the other climes, I have seen other nations, I have met with other females, beautiful and accomplished, but I have met with but one angel, and she is here before me. Accept the simplest offering of my affection, dearest," continued the stranger, plucking a heath rose from its stem. "It is beautiful as the wild flowers that deck thy hair, and sweet as is the love I bear thee." "It is sweet indeed," replied Clotilda, "but its sweetness must wither ere night closes around. It is beautiful, but its beauty is short-lived as the love evinced by men. Let not this then be the type of thy attachment. Bring me the delicate evergreen, the sweet flower that blossoms throughout the year, and I will say, as I wreath in my hair, the violets have bloomed and died, the roses have flourished and decayed, but the evergreen is still young, and so is the love of heart. You will not, cannot desert me. I live but in you. You are my thoughts, my hopes, my existence itself, and if I lose you, I lose my all. I was but a solitary white flower in the wilderness of nature, until you transplanted me to a more genial soil. And can you now break the fond heart you first taught to glow with passion?" "Speak not thus," returned the stranger. "It rends my very soul to hear you. Leave me, forget me, avoid me forever, or your eternal ruin must ensue. I am a thing abandoned by God and men, and did you but see this scared heart that scarcely beats within this moving mass of deformity, you would flee me as you would an adder in your path. Here is my heart, love, feel how cold it is. There is no pulse that betrays its emotion, for all is chilled and that as the friends I once knew. You are unhappy, love, and your poor Clotilda shall stay to help you. Think not I can abandon you in your misfortunes. No, I will wander with you through the wide world and be your servant, your slave, if that's your choice. I will shield you from the night winds, that they blow not too roughly on your unprotected head. I will defend you from the tempest that howls around, and though the cold world may devote your name to scorn, though friends may fall off and associate with her in the grave, there shall be one fond heart who shall love you better in your misfortune and cherish you, bless you still. She ceased, and her blue eyes swam in tears as she turned it glistening with affection towards the stranger. He averted his head from her gaze, and a scornful sneer of the darkest, the deadliest malice passed over his fine countenance. In an instant the expression subsided, his fixed glassy eye resumed its unearthly chillness, and he turned once again to his companion. "It is the hour of sunset," he exclaimed, "the soft, the beauteous hour when the hearts of lovers are happy, and nature smiles in unison with their feelings, but to me it will smile no longer. Ere the morrow dawns I shall very far from the house of my beloved, from the scenes where my heart is enshrined as in a sepulchre. But must I leave you, the dearest flower of the wilderness, to be the sport of a whirlwind, the prey of the mountain blast?" "No, we will not part," replied the impassioned girl. "Where you go will I go. Your home shall be my home, and your God shall be my God." Swear it," resumed the stranger, wildly grasping her by the hand. "Swear to the fearful oath I shall dictate." He then desired her to kneel, and holding his right hand in a menacing attitude towards heaven, and throwing back his dark robin looks, exclaimed in a strain of bitter imprecation with the ghastly smile of an incarnate fiend. "May the curse of an offended God," he cried, "may it haunt you, cling to you forever, in the tempest and in the calm, in the day and in the night, in sickness and in sorrow, in life and in death, should you swerve from the promise you have made to be mine. May the dark spirits of the damned howl in your ears, singing the cursed chorus of fiends. May the air pierce your bosom with the unquenchable flames of hell. May your soul be as the lazar house of corruption, where the ghost of departed pleasure sits enshrined, like in a grave, where the 100-headed form never dies, and the fire is never extinguished. May a spirit of evil lord it over your brow and proclaim as you pass by, "This is the abandoned of God and men." May fearful specters haunt you in the night season. May your dearest friends drop day by day into the grave and curse you with their dying breath. May all that is most horrible in human nature, more solemn than language can frame or lips can utter, may this and more than this be your eternal portion, should you violate the oath that you have taken. He ceased. Hardly knowing what she did, the terrified girl acceded to the awful adjuration and promised eternal fidelity to him who was henceforth to be her lord. "Spirits of the damned, I thank you for your assistance," shouted the stranger. "I have wooed my fair bride bravely. She is mine, mine forever. Aye, body and soul both mine, mine in life and mine in death. What in tears, my sweet one, ere yet the honeymoon is past? Why? Well, indeed, you have reason to weep, but when next we meet, we shall meet to sign the nuptial bond." He then imprinted a cold salute on the cheek of his young bride, and softening down to the indescribable horrors of his countenance, requested her to meet him at 8 o'clock on the ensuing evening in the chapel adjoining to the castle of Ainsworth. She turned round to him with a burning sigh, as if to implore protection from himself, but the stranger was gone.